you got to have a platform to have a voice. You got a voice at this point, period. I mean, during COVID, you were one of the guys that just boom, you went, and there was a month where everybody around the world was talking about you and what you guys were doing. You know, London Real, every other media platform was writing articles about you guys. Brian Rose, Brian Rose, Brian Rose, Brian Rose, and that went on for a while. So there is a voice. That's number one. Number two is your audience has trust. Number three, you have opposition. There are people that also don't like you, which is what you need. You don't need everybody, because those who don't like you also make your argument stronger if you're able to give your argument. But number four, which to me is one of the most important, is you're not just sitting there winging it, just saying, oh, you know, vote for me, we're going to make London better. Oh, vote for me. No, there is actually clear, crystal philosophy that you're presenting, and you have your offer on the table saying, if you vote for me, this is what I want to do. So there is nothing that's gray in the direction you're going for the voters and for the people of London. And on top of that, so those are things you control. Media, you know, loyal believers, enemy, and then a crystal clear vision that you're casting, right? Those are things you control. Things you don't control. Last 12 months has not been the best for London. Let's face it. Last 12 months has not been the best for the mayor. The last 12 months, the mayor didn't win any votes. The last 12 months, the mayor didn't go from being, oh my gosh, what a great, and everybody around the world is talking about him and thinking about what a fantastic job he's doing. You know, New York started off with Cuomo being a hero, not at the end of COVID. You know, Newsom started off saying, what a responsible governor. He's got 2.3 million votes right now to recall in the state of California, two places you've lived in yourself, New York and California, right? DeSantis wasn't somebody anyone was talking about pre-2020. In 2019, the only people who knew DeSantis were people that lived in Florida, or were people that really followed the news. In 2021, everyone knows who DeSantis is because of how he handled COVID. Governor Abbott's name is dropped everywhere because of how they handled COVID. I think if there's ever been a time where a person like you can come out of nowhere, an underdog, and it's now. And it's going to be a very interesting next run you got. And, you know, the best thing about this, the next, you said 12 days that's left, 13 days that's left. It's going to be interesting to see which true believers are going to come out of nowhere, who are influencers, who are saying, look, we got to figure this thing out. I wouldn't be surprised if in the next couple of days you get some weird phone calls. And this is when some big names kind of call in and say, hey, you know what? We're not calling to give you money or anything. We're just kind of calling because we want to know the alternative, and your name is popping up. Can we have a meeting together? And when that happens, that's when you know some of the people of power behind closed doors are maybe testing out to see how serious you are, if this is just a marketing gimmick, or if you're really serious about it. And I don't think it would be a marketing gimmick with the amount of money you put into this thing, getting a buzz, getting, you know, put in the work you're putting, 12-hour days, nonstop, back to back to back to back to back. So I think you're going to get the voice of some crazy people the next couple of days. If you get those phone calls next couple of days, that's how the momentum goes to the next level the next 12, 13 days.